Hi everyone, and welcome to part 2 of our Organized Konfusion Stress the Extinction Agenda album review. My name is Holden, Stephan, Roy.
I just happen to be your lady friend, Bonnie.
And today we are going to continue our journey through Organized Konfusion Stress the Extinction Agenda album on our track-by-track album review over here on the Classic Quest podcast.
That's what we do.
This is the show where we break down hip-hop albums of the classic variety, the alleged classic variety. We know this is a classic. The alleged.
We find out and we tell you.
Well,
if
we give
think
our
it's
grades, but usually if it gets to the point that we're talking
and there
about
honestly hasn't been any, too many that were under 4.
Well, I guess at the end of the day, there's very few albums we have done on this particular show on this channel where we go through classics that have truly not been classics, because it's kind of like cherry picking the greatest stuff or the underground hidden gems, or even if it's not one of those classics where maybe the hip-hop magazines will put it in their top 100, it's usually got this seminal value or this historical context, or it just peels back a layer of the great onion that I was thinking about Shrek, the great onion that is hip-hop. And I think it's great. Organized Konfusion tripped me out. They
tell their story, and it's
we're
fantastic.
gonna talk about Eminem later on, a little bit how Eminem may have jacked Mr. Pharoah Monch's melody on one of these tracks a little bit later on, because that's how interesting it is. I never would have caught that. I would have continued to listen to this Eminem track. I really wouldn't. It's not one of my favorites. But I would have known that this track existed without the knowledge. And I mean, I know that Eminem likes Pharoah Monch because that's been discussed in part 1 of probably the self-titled album review, because this is our 4th video on Organized Konfusion. We did all of the self-titled, and now we are on to this. So go check part 1 for the intro. But it's just that historical value is what to me makes this show dope. My understanding, your understanding, I assume too. We have gone from some noobs to some heads in training. I don't want to go out there and call myself a scholar quite yet. In training is where we at. We still have hundreds of albums to listen to over the next, I don't know, decade, forever.
It'll never stop.
Our timeline isn't usually our fans' timeline.
Yeah, sometimes we're a little bit slow. I mean, life happens.
It's been over 3 years. But no, I'm not even saying that with badness. I'm saying for 3 years and 8 months, as for the most part, on average, at least one album a week, in sometimes crazy numbers, it's just been this absorption of culture, I would say. And on this show, we happen to cherry pick the best stuff, so it's usually the most interesting conversations, and then we just talk about whatever the albums and the songs make us talk about through the lyrics. Because if you want a beat breakdown, there's lots of dudes that do the digging into crate sample stuff. I'm a lyrics dude because I spits the rhymes, and if you want to hear me spits the rhymes, you can check in the description for all the links, or check on this channel and you can check out the You the Man Cuz music video. But what's crazy is we are recording this over here on the 13th. And on the 15th, that is this upcoming Wednesday, I'm dropping another tune. So you can check that out. I'll put out some really bad video, just mostly an audio video, because we don't have a real video for this one. You can check it out. Let me know what you think. Follow me on Spotify. If you like what we do here, support us on Patreon. Links in description. On that note, we did the whole part 1 of this already, so I guess...
Bring it on.
Yeah, okay. I talk a lot, I know. Bonnie will get her turn, but this one had a couple of things that really popped out at me. Part 1, I talked about a song where he abuses the stutter in the best possible way, and Mr. Pharoah Monch does that really great with this selecting a new style.
So good.
And I'm just you know what? There's a lot of things I can emulate, spot on. Give me the speeds, give me the trickies, give me a lot of... I can't really do the stutter very well, especially on soft syllables like an F, it's simpler with a hard syllable. So to see that he does it with an S and an F, which are both soft syllables, and no, okay, new is pretty easy, I'll be honest. New is a really fucking easy one to do it on. But I'm just saying, especially the
It just
F1,
sounds so good.
But just as an MC, I see the level of difficulty, because he can just do that.
Yeah.
Because he did it a few parts all over the album, and that's just part of his skill set and repertoire. And I'm really impressed, because not many people, in my opinion, can coolly stutter. Will Smith does it in boom, 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 shake the or whatever, that one. He does a cool one. A few of them do it. Also, what do y'all think about the Jada and Will situation?
He just does it in his
Can we
day-to-day
just ask
life.
What do y'all feel about the Jada and Will thing? Are y'all interested in that? Is that a good distraction for your lives? Like, I just think it's the weird. Did you guys see the red table thing? Like, would you have that red table thing? Is I guess my bigger question. I know it's not that related to this.
I don't know
review.
what you're talking about. So I'm gonna have to go
Well,
look that
Jada
up. We should definitely
slept
leave
with the August guy, and then Will was sad, and then they had an open conversation on camera and like 15 minutes on Facebook telling everyone how they felt. And I'm like, this is a weird thing to do in front of everyone. I don't know why they did that. Back to the review. So yeah, I just wanted to point out this other thing. The other thing is the chorus convention. The bring it on, motherfucker,
So
bring
good.
it on. And I realized that shit's just like a trope, but like a best possible trope. And I realized that because I have a chorus that a song that I have like in the middle of recording right now. And one of the lines is lose weight, motherfucker, lose weight. And it's like in the same vein of that rhythm. And it's not exactly the same. And I'd never heard this song when I wrote it. I also am pretty sure I jacked it from 3 6 Mafia. But like that whole like style there, to me, that is one of the most badass fucking things ever. I don't know what it is about that. Bring it on, motherfucker, bring it on. It makes me feel like I can fight. I can't. But it makes me feel like I can.
Yeah.
And I love that energy and shit. Just that cadence, like that da-da-da, motherfucker, da-da-da.
It definitely brings energy.
And it doesn't matter what you say before it, as long as you throw that motherfucker in. And so I threw that motherfucker in to like pretty much the whole thing. You can ask her. It's a real thing. I actually did do this. It'll come out September, I think, is the tentative date for that one. Yeah, I'm promoting a bit. But still, I was really like, because I was listening to it, and I'm like, it kind of sounds like what I did. And it's really just interesting to be able to trace this history of shit that ended up impacting me in 2020. With like, I didn't even know that they did this, and I'm certain other people have done this. But you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that was a mind fuck.
Well, it's a good chant.
But it's just such a mind fuck to me in the best possible way. It's just why to me it's so important to like do this kind of studious enterprise. Anyway, what do you think of this song?
No, finish up.
I'm gonna talk for a while. What do you think of this song?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think the chant at the beginning is really great. I think it's fun. I mean, Pharoah Monch, I mean, his verse kicks ass. I'm sure also his ass, but Freudian slip right
here.
There. So anyways, it's just so good.
She does like the ones with the tricky word plays.
It's true. And just basically about just how great like an MC he is, and like definitely, like I'll just read like, I don't know, some of his like lyrics here. I don't know, give me the PH, give me the AR, give me the OA, give me the HE. Pharaoh, crazy poison tips are hitting you from all directions. You cannot dodge
Arrows. There's poison tip arrows.
Oh, sorry.
Because that arrow runs the Pharaoh.
True. Sorry. Are hitting you from all directions. You cannot dodge or manage to dislodge them from any point at which they are connecting. I'm still selecting and then any new style. Like, I can't do it, but like it just sounds really, really cool. Like just what he's saying, and he really is impressive, and like he's showing you that he is impressive. And then Prince. What's his name? Yeah, Prince Poe. On the second verse, another really great flow, great rhymes. They're just both like super hype rappers, and it definitely shows on this song, and that's what it's meant to do. And I really like the beat. I like the use of like the horn that they use. It sounds like you're at like it reminds me of like being at like a hockey game or like a baseball game or something like that, where they use like a horn.
Oh, sorry. I just realized on Genius that this track is on the soundtrack for The Substitute. And then I remembered The Substitute was a movie. And then, anyway. So it was on a soundtrack.
I have to think if I know
it's a
what
horror
that is.
movie, and I kind of remember it was in the era of vapid hot people doing things, but like it also came out when we were too young to care.
I don't think I know it. Anyways, but yeah, so it has like an old school an old school type of vibe, while still having like a modern style, like and modern for like 1994, right? So but it's still a great song, and it still like works today, and it's totally fine, and it's just like very impressive like spitting. It's fantastic. I love these guys. They both kick ass. It's great. I give it a 4.5 on 5.
Fair enough. It's not often. I think the people on Genius are super succinct and like with their descriptions, because you can just write bullshit and it gives you IQ. So a lot of people do. But this people said this song is about Prince poetry and Monch delivering 2 battle verses and asking you to try to fight back or just bring it on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is basically what this track really, really is. And then it's just done like next level. And to be fair, literally, I believe Pharoah Monch is starting his verse off trying to imply he's next level. Monch, I even be getting more graphic than a Neo Geo 32-bit computer chip. Let's all just sit here and take a good chuckle at the fact that he's hyping himself up on a 32-bit computer chip like that's gangster, because that's some next level shit in 94, right? You might have no context there.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Fine. But anybody out there that knows anything about a computer, just even yourself, like we're in the megabytes and gigabytes and terabytes.
Okay.
And he's saying 32-bit computer. No, to be fair, 32-bit's fine. 32-bit is a fast computer. I realized that changed their mind. 64-bit is what we're all operating on now. We're all on Windows 10, 64-bit, da-da-da. Some people are still on 32 bits. I know a bunch. I got confused for a second. I recognized he was talking about the more processing side of shit rather than the actual literal memories and whatnot. That's fine. Shit's way faster now. So it's kind of funny to see him hype up old tech like it's new and fun. I enjoyed that. That's okay. I ramble. If you don't like rambling, okay, I suppose you're not going to like this video. But then he goes, be slit between my lips. I'm like, what? I don't really get that. That was one of those weird lines where I'm like, what is slit between his lips? Is it his graphical computer chip shit that is about to spit out the bars? Is that what's going on here? Or maybe. I don't know. Anyway, but he spit it out, spit it out, spit it out. Go ahead, spit it out the itty bitty style, you upchuck. Better believe I butt fuck MCs from the rare. And I'm like, is he talking about dicks? Because, I mean, it could be like a cock in his mouth, and then like he spits it out because it's disgusting, and then he reverses the situation, and well, as he says, I better believe it, right? So why would I doubt him?
Yep.
He sticks his dick in the anuses of other men from behind. Is the metaphor he chose. I mean, look, y'all can say what you want. I don't remember if I brought up this speech in the last OK.
I feel like you did.
But man, some of this shit is just like, it's just so not. It's just so what it is, okay? Like, I don't know how to justify this in 2020. Y'all can't tell me.
Maybe he's gay, maybe he's bisexual, maybe
That's
he just
fine.
enjoys.
And look, I totally
whatever.
get it. But I never understood the insult convention of, I will insert my penis that needs to be erect to pull this off, right? You're not putting no flaccid shit anywhere, okay? We all know what happens when it's not working right because of whatever, and you can't get it in because it's foldy. That shit ain't happening. So you got to get your shit up to butt fuck a dude in the back, right? That means you're into it. Point final, okay? Point fucking final.
Yeah.
All right, I did it the last. I can't help it.
I guess that's why guys in jail use a broomstick.
Sure. It's still,
because they can't get it up for it.
I still think it's terribly not straight of you to do that. And I am totally fine with this shit. You like the dick? Go for it. That's why I'm so comfortable talking about it, because I don't give a shit. It's not my business. I think life is life. I think it's funny that so much of this rap comes off like this from these super hard guys trying to be like hyper masculine, like, I'm so hard, I'll do some gay shit. Like, all right, bro. Anyway. It appears you're stuck up. It's my terminology. Yeah, I am kind of stuck up on your terminology. That is true. That is literally what just happened here. I'm not even going to lie. He called me on it in the next line.
There you go.
Strikes the mind. It did strike my mind really fucking hard and rips this beat apart. You did do that. You both hit my mind hard, not in the way I wanted. And then you ripped the beat apart. Stylistically, I love this shit. I'm just having a little goof on this because it's fucking hilarious to me how it is what it is. But at the same time, I love what he's doing here. And then the way he uses his voice. I was listening to it. So, without saying something, I got asked to be on this track. And I was listening to the dude criticizing people who sing. And I understand the hatred of auto-tune and fake singing. Alright, so if you can't sing and you're just doing the auto-tune thing, and a lot of that does dominate the hip-hop shit. But if you go ahead and learn to fucking sing, which I've been working on for fucking years, and you do some melody that you can deliver in a live environment, like Pharoah Monch and Prince Poe can do, that's top tier. That's not fucking whack. Like, what's Bone Thugs and Harmony never sang? Like, I don't understand that hatred of singing. You want to hate autotune? Fine. I still think that's ignorant because autotune's fucking fun. But I get the point that when people
But like,
use
what if you're just naturally born with a beautiful singing voice and you want to share it with the world, and you're a rapper?
that would be Wishbone. Anyway, not the dog, the Bone Thugs and Harmony member.
Oh, sorry.
Or
I was
Crazy
very
Bone.
confused for a moment there.
Anyway,
I definitely thought it was
Somebody
the
might have
dog.
been. Anyway.
Said no one ever.
He has all the styles to choose from. And here's the thing. A lot of rappers talk about having a lot of styles to choose from. Here's an example, Tech 9. But Tech 9 doesn't have a lot of styles to choose from. Tech 9 has like one style that he can flip up into a lot of like things. But his voice rarely changes. It's always that fast shit. Even when he's going slow. And he uses auto-tune and shit when he wants to go fuck shit up with pitch correctors and stuff, right? Whereas Pharoah Monch just has range. That guy's got like that theatrical shit.
So good.
It's fucking
I think
great.
that's what makes him so good, is that he can do like, and you hear it in his voice that he enjoys being the goof, like, you know, kind of like talking like that and just
It's almost like
having fun.
he enjoys flowing awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
That's awkwardly off flow. That's to the rhythm. Incisions are made into the brain, and then I begin to give him a lobotomy. Follow me. I'm shaping your brain like pottery all over the track. And that's just well written, you know. He's doing his fucked up shit, which kind of glues you to the track. And I guess
And in that, like, I just see, like, you know, like someone's brain being like, you know, when like you try to do pottery and it just like goes to
and the
mush.
fact that he simultaneously is giving you a lobotomy, but also building you up and shaping you, is basically he's got like control and shit, and he just flows out like that. Then you got the whole arrow thing, which is cool. He keeps that rhyme going through, and I like how he goes. The MCs, he try to get Buck Wild, and I think that's cool because I know Buck Wild worked on this project, so I wasn't sure if it was a shout out or not, but still, it's pretty dope. But so in that line alone, you know, all these people are trying to get to work with Buck Wild, but it don't work out. But all these also MCs getting fucked up because they're trying to come at him and he's murking them. But here's the thing. Pharoah Monch has just got this, like, a lot of battle rappers and all that shit is very interesting. But, like, Pharoah Monch could out-art project you. And that's pretty interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, Pharoah could take out, like, a Kendrick in terms of that concept level shit, I think. Like, that's in that
That'd be
lane.
cool to see, though.
But that's in, like, that lane I'm picturing this. Because, anyway.
How do we set that up? How do we make that happen? Kendrick versus
I
Pharoah
think
Monch.
Kendrick would lose. Kendrick hasn't done shit in years.
Ooh.
I mean, no, really. Ever since the Black Panther, all these crappy features, these lame-ass verses, he's not trying. He got his money. He happy now. No disrespect. He wrote some very great albums. I don't think Damn is as great as everyone else thinks it is. I never listened to the stuff. I think Good Kid, Mad City, and A Pimp a Butterfly are like masterpieces in and of themselves.
And Section 80.
It's a great album. But then we go past that, and he brought Future on the Shiki Shiki Bang. Like, there's some bad shit that he's done in like the last couple of years. Whereas Pharoah Monch is dope. I don't know, maybe he's done bad shit. I can't tell you. I haven't heard anything new from him. But I'm willing to say it's not dope out of just faith in how good this shit is. Plus, when he said girls rub on your titties, it was wonderful. Anyway.
How could I resist?
There is no equivalent. One, consider me the epitome of rhymes. Rhythm, no text. Execution is parallel to them with the exception of the organisms. My telepathy cannot be dismantled, so stop sweating me. Gosh, I like this so much, meaning I know that the average person's going to go like, this is a little grandiose. Because it is. I mean, organisms and exceptions. Like, it's just so, like, dropping these multi-syllabic science bars to come through with the telepathic ability. Like, I'm smarter than you, is what he's saying with this shit.
Okay.
So stop sweating me. Advanced data. I love it. Get that Google Analytics shit open here. Let's get that Power BI API connection bridge. I'm kind of alluding to stuff I'm doing at work, and words is popping into my head. Because we know we're trying to connect the Facebook APIs to our Power BI via a connector so that we can parse the data and it can get more accurate shit. Anyway, now watch your greater. See, the way I talk, that's how this verse is coming off, I think, a little bit. He's delivering it wonderfully, but at a lyrical level, it sounds like how I talk sometimes. So I love it. This is me loving it. I can also see why they were destined to be underground legends. because this is way too talented and smart. Like, it's really smart. P5O steps up, elevations show. That's even cool. Steps up, elevations. It's just dope because stepping up, like elevations, get it? Anyway, if you don't get it, I guess that's a shitty explanation. My assumption is everyone gets it. That I'm ahead of your time, specifically right behind a dope round, ripping shit up at prime time. I'm Optimus Prime.
I feel like that gets used like a few times just because it rhymes.
Transformers bar. Robots in disguise. But anyway, it's pretty dope because he's coming through great. He's like the leader of the Autobots and futuristic, really smart. They're ahead of their time and they're fucking great and they're gonna take you out. Milky skills like Mr. Miyagi. He's fucking fresh. He got the game.
Karate Kid.
It's all the things that were hot in '94. And when it's foggy, I release globby spits. That's funny. I pictured Bonnie when I globby spits, and that sounds like the kind of shit that would make her throw up if I threw globby spits at her. Of remains of rappers in a lobby is a hobby. And here's the thing: who the fuck uses that rhyme scheme? Like, that's like nobody. That's why it pops out at me. Globby, lobby, hobby. And there's not a lot of other words here. I'm sure there are. Let me know in the comments what words you think rhyme with soggy, foggy, globby, lobby, and hobby. I don't know.
There's gloggy. No, what was the first one?
Groggy would be another word. No, groggy's not in there. We're adding groggy. It's globby.
Are they all B?
No, it could be foggy or soggy.
So it's okay.
I guess I would argue Rodney works if you say it right. Anyway, I'll rip your knit shit, get stick quick, get your crew before I do, blah blah blah. Anyway, the rest of the verse is dope. I'm just it's taking time and stuff. You get the point. It's fucking fire. It's just the delivery is great. They bounce off each other proper. The beat has this gritty underground fucking and almost like I want to say industrialized, I want to fucking fight shit feel to it.
Yeah.
But it's slowed the fuck down. Like, it's got this pulsing, like almost like the BPM is not that fun. I want to shake my booty shit. It's not. It's that, like, I don't dance. Motherfuckers listen to this type of shit. This is for the guys who never dance, you know, and I respect that shit because only recently do I want to dance after like getting more active and shit. Dancing is hard. So I like this track a fucking lot. I think it's great to listen to. It's a 4.5 on 5.
Yeah. Well, next is why?
Why is this outro so bloody long on this song? I just wanted to throw that out there. How do you feel about it?
It's basically saying that they will not be played, or, you know, like a sucker.
Oh, no, that's not the one with the long outro. My bad.
Yeah, they will not be played like a sucker by any lady. They're just saying that. And then they give examples of when they were played like suckers. And that's pretty much it. So, you know, Faramont is with this chick, and but, you know, he's like, don't fool around on me, don't do it. And then she goes and fools around with other guys. And Prince Po is dealing with like this like fake ass lady. She's just like, I think, not being honest with him and stuff like that.
I'm saying she a gold digger.
And yeah, she's, her intentions aren't so good. So, yeah, that's just kind of what it is. It's just girl troubles. And it's just them kind of just telling an example that happened in their lives. And I really like the jazziness to this one. It's really nice. I like that they often kind of throw like jazz in like so like heavily. And yeah, it's it's a common, topic, people and relationships and, the shit that they have to deal with. So I give it 4.35 on 5.
I definitely felt that my enjoyment level dipped a little bit, and I had to tap into my objectivity. The beat's kind of more on that jazzier land of it, and I don't know, even from the beginning. So why you try to play me, though, out like a sucker? I guess it's just...
They are just sensitive boys in the end.
So maybe it's just my interest, but I have a lot of trouble with guys who got played by girl songs. I find they're just... Look,
well, hold on. I'm gonna look up how old they were when this album came out.
I don't care how old you were. These songs just I mean, I don't know what the goal of this shit is, alright? So he looks at her and he's like, you're sneaking around like a sneaker baby. What's the beeper for?
He was like 21, 22
So here's the
years
thing.
old.
The way he delivers that line, oh my, you're sneaking around like a sneaker baby. What's the beeper for? I used to do my chores. Now you're acting like a whore.
That was a little straight to the point.
And it's a little bit like, well, maybe she's acting like a whore because you made her do your chores and you didn't appreciate her. Come on, we all know how bad dudes were with chicks back then. It's so fucking obvious.
And he was young, you know.
Obvious
hadn't
why she
learned
fucking
yet.
didn't. You didn't treat her right. That's 90%. Anyway, for those of you out there that think I'm fucking wrong and want to come at me, that's totally fine. But listen, ain't a time in my life happened where people did me wrong, where I ain't do some shit to make them feel like they gotta do me some wrong. And any time in my life where I offer respect to the people in my life, even when shit went wrong, we were all cool with it because there was respect in that point. So all I'm saying is, you know how I know he didn't respect this chick? Because used to do my chores is like the first fucking selling point. Like, you did shit for me.
Yeah.
Not like we used to. That just talks about the psychological intentions of shit, alright? So it off-put me at the beginning. Already I knew, Mr. Munch, your perceptions of women as a really young man, which makes the whole point futile. It's like, I know he doesn't think like this now. I know nobody, well, some people might
Well, he
believe
still
this
wants
shit's
ladies
real,
to rub on their titties for him.
which is wonderful. But that's not the same thing as this shit. This is like, I don't get why you cheated on me. and
Right.
Why, basically, I picked the wrong one. That's what happened, son. But now he knows better because the girls are rubbing on their titties a few years later on as he's killing it and shit. And now I'm certain he's got like a marriage or whatever. I didn't Google that. I don't really care. I just don't care. But end of the day, the point is, phone's at my crib. You're off to the store. For now, you don't love me no more. Hey, by the way, who's Kirk? Left a message on my machine and said he didn't come to work. You're AWOL from the job, plus who's Rob? Who are you fucking that's getting caught that easy? Like, you are picking
Maybe
a dumb
she's doing, yeah,
chick.
dumb, or she's, you know, she just doesn't give a fuck.
But you chose this person. Everyone acts like whatever. In my opinion, you, the person who engages in the relationship with the other person that ends up hurting you proper, missed the signs. That is not necessarily on the other person. There's a lot more on you. And you got played, you get played. That's fair. That sucks. That's what it is. It's not her fault that she successfully played you. In my opinion, that's called pimping. So basically, it sounds like this chick pimped Farrah Munch for love and affection and did what the fuck she wanted. That's my problem with these tracks. I can't empathize with dude. Anyway, sometimes I swear I feel like robbing him. Or, okay, can we be honest? The way you act like I think you've been slobbing on him, and then you just hear knobs. You don't. It doesn't get said, but you hear it, but he doesn't say it. I mean, maybe it's slob on my knob, like on the gun. I mean, that shit's. I mean, come on, who doesn't like that track? But then that popped into my head. I thought that was cool. But I like the classiness of ending it. But then he's like, I want to just rob him. Okay, fine, you're young. I had very bad attitudes toward women when I was young and mad too. But my papa told me never to snuff no girls. You give him diamonds, jewels, furs, pearls, rings, shoes, cars, and things. Oh, so you fucking give him shit. You find the materialistic horse. That's what you don't see the problem here. You go after the girl that's looking for the financial transaction to spend time with you. And your dad taught you this. Respect, you didn't know better. And ultimately, you lacked the game, son. That's what happened. Because, allow me to quote the great Curtis Jackson here. I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me. That's important.
Yep.
This is the opposite. This is basically like I went to the strip club and threw racks at them. That's what dad's teaching me. And y'all can act like it's not. I give time, effort, and love. I'm not the most giving money and gifts type of person. Why? Because those relationships end up like that. There are totally I mean, yes, you give gifts. I buy her a fucking TV and shit. Christmas, birthdays, there's times. But like, not the randomness, not the whatever. That's called bribing that shit. Partnership is the way to creation of great love and long-term relationships. From time to time, I want to diss her. Who the fuck doesn't? Who the fuck doesn't want to diss her? She says mean things to me when you don't see it sometimes, especially when I'm a stupid boy or whatever else. Fair enough. I'm a stupid boy. Look what I just said on camera in front of everybody. Anyway, the rest of us is fine, but I don't know. I just It's just disappointing. It makes me glad I don't have fuck all that I wrote from back then that ever got published. Because that would be embarrassing today. And then at least Prince Poe's verse does not feel like that. His verse is, yes. That girl, that Pharaoh Monch, and maybe that's the point. Maybe the whole point of this track is this evolution of guy to guy. I don't think that's the case. It could be. It kind of felt to me like they were just trading stories.
Yeah.
Maybe just for the sake of credit, it was deliberate to have Pharaoh Monch come off like a weak ass and Prince Poe come in like a bouse. But I also know that Prince Poe, one of the reasons they disbanded is he did all the business, so Pharaoh Monch could be the artist. So just within the mentality and freedom, you have the sensitive, and then you got Mac Daddy Prince Poe, you know?
Yep.
She got to kick up my Jeep in the meals at Burger King's. I shot her ego down with my maturity. Hats fucking off to that shit. That's gangster right there to me. That's how you do it. Getting papers from Port Authority, doing security, whatever. Basically, end of the day, he rhymes it all proper. Whip ping, haha, I had to start the pigeon. Stephan, a dove who comprehends exactly how I'm living. So I met a girl around the way from Uptown set. We used to drown in sweat. I'm like, yeah. She doesn't believe that people want to drown in sweat. Like, that's hot, but right there in the fucking rap song. Again, stupid boy moment for me. I'm okay. I'm rolling with it. She tried to crush my pride, so cut off to the next. Or sorry, she started dissing, listening, pretending and shitting on my pride. She tried to crush my pride, so cut off to the next. Not for the sex. The one who used to run through the projects, gossiping with the next about the next. Anyway, push gun to shove. This man is not getting played by the way that Pharaoh Monch is getting played. That's kind of where I'm at with this. And he questions everything, but at the end of the day, he's just trying to avoid the fakes and keep his mental stakes no matter what it takes. And I really loved what Prince Poe did with the verse for everything that lyrically Pharaoh Monch bothered me with. Anyway, that was this track. I like the beat. It's not my favorite because it's a little bit out of my like preference zones of listening, but it's still enjoyable. Like if this comes on, I'm gonna flow to it. There's a 0 chance of skipping. It's just beautiful. So 4.35 on 5. Anyway, next one has the long outro that I was trying to. I thought this one had. Let's Organize.
All right.
I fucking love the ad libs on this track. They're like, oohs and shit like that. That's just like laced into the back. It's like just the vibe that this track comes off on is pretty dope. Plus, it features Q-Tip. He does the hook and the ridiculously long outro, shouting out every borough in New York. Now, here's the thing. If you up in New York, I'll bet it's lovely to go through that list. If you up in Montreal, you're like, okay, another place in hip-hop from New York, another place in hip-hop from New York. I mean, I don't like the outro. It took away points from an otherwise pretty fucking excellent composition of music, in my little opinion. I mean, it's hard to hear the Q-Tip sound, and you just feel it in the beat, and it just flows and creates that kind of groove that just is intoxicating and whatnot. I just like the way that this is mostly like a Prince Poe song with all the friends jumping on. And when I say all the friends, I mean they got OC to come on through.
Yep.
And I thought that was pretty cool also. What do you think about this song?
Yeah, I mean, it really has like a really fantastic like beat and like a flow to it. Like just, it's so great. They basically need to organize and, you know, get together so that they can make the music that makes people bounce and move and, you know, gets that like energy and makes people feel good, because, you know, they do also talk about, you know, all of like the stresses and all of like the bad things that they feel and, you know, that they have to go through. And so it's nice to have just something easy just to like, you know, bounce to. And I think that that's kind of what it is. They have really great rhymes on this one. I know you'll go through it. They're just both really, really great. Well, I mean, everyone is. So is like OC and Q-Tip, but I mean, you know, also everyone's great. And it just feels.
Do you think the outro is great?
It's fine. I didn't have like anything terrible to say about it. it just feels like I like it too because, typical me, it does feel like they're having like fun working together, and like whether or not they were all in like the studio together or whatever, it sounds like they enjoy each other's company, and that it's fun. And like they also, they shout out all of like the local boroughs of New York where like they're all from, or like where their friends are from or whatever. And I don't know, I like this one. And apparently this was a start of a long, beautiful friendship with Pharoah Monch and Q-Tip. So little fun fact there, I guess. So 4.5 on 5 from me. It's pretty great.
I definitely enjoyed like the overall vibe of it. This is one of those ones where I didn't necessarily go in as deep into lyrics. It was just the flow of it, the way they listened to it, the ad-libs, the energy. But the stuff pops out like, do you want to hear the Boogie Bear? And I'm like, kinda. Who the fuck says that? That's interesting. Jump up and do the freak funk. Throw your hands in the air. And you know what? I kind of feel like this is a throwback tune to like the more party, fun era of it, which is kind of cool to see them paying love to their influences and shit. Anyway, compare me with None, the Sun, the Other King, Triple Crown just to get the job done. I feel like given all the roles he plays in the group, it's pretty impressive. Anyway, I don't know if there's a lot there, black with no sugar straight. You stalk me because your girl wanna hawk me, jock me, and clock me. And I'm like, okay, standard. Watch me mutilate the mic. But the delivery is really where it's at. I can't give you the justice of it because, I barely know the song, but it flows it with such an energy over this beat, and it honestly feels like, like the old dudes singing, everybody around them and just chiming in and snapping and crap, all that stuff feels like it has that vibe, and I love it. And then all of a sudden he's like, Pharoah Monch's got skills for the wise. He's like, oh huh, shit, oh yeah, I gotta rap. And I just like it. It just felt really fun to me.
Yeah.
Look who walked in the door. Ryu kick. And I'm like, did he really? Tiger uppercut. And you're like, I don't know what the fuck that is. And I'm like, Street Fighter. I know what that is. And that's really cool. I hope it's Street Fighter. Anyway, it's one of them. And that was real fun. And then again, I thought about it. Not that many people ever reference the video games. So that's fun. Directly to the gut when because that makes sense because he's talking about the fighting games.
Okay.
When I strut on mics, makes my windpipe erupt. Better back off. I jack off of whack MCs. I'm not doing it, but everything I said the last time. Anyway, in the vicinity, please, I'll make them bounce.
Hold on. I also just wanted to say I couldn't find anything about anybody having any records of whether or not Pharoah Monch has a lady friend or a wife or anything.
Does he have a male friend?
Could be. I don't know. Maybe he's just single. Maybe he's just like a bachelor for life.
Listen, I don't know. Y'all might find these comments disrespectful. I find these lyrics were on the page and I'm forced to discuss them. Anyway. Chorus is dope. Let's organize. Come on, we gotta bounce. And then I just kept hearing smooth like butter. I don't know why, but every time I hear Q-Tip's voice, I hear the butter chorus playing in my head now.
All right.
Anyway, he comes back on through, and I thought it was fun because he threw in that Redman line, like in the summer, a red man ready to rock. I thought it was real cool because Redman's dope. Expanding my cleverness on wax to Japan and back, asked for Prince, hun, and I hope I got you just 5 seconds for Black Prince to flex. It's not all about sex, it's a little bit about sex. I like ears, smooth skin, sensitive necks. And I'm like, interesting. See, that tells me he really is a boss man. Because the neck is a powerful thing. And you never really hear rappers talk about utilizing the sensitive neck as a tool of seduction to get a lady a little bit more moist on your behalf. You hear all sorts of shit like, I'll throw money at you, but really, I'll kiss your neckline and slowly, tenderly get you aroused in a gradual place where I come and wreck your pussy. Like, that's the natural tendency of a lot of things.
I guess. That
escalation happens because you got to flip it up and get hard at some point, in most cases. But usually, like, when you're at zero, the sensitive neck, it's such a real man move. Like, I hear that and I'm going, he actually gets delayed. It's not just...
He gets delayed.
Like, and he got laid before the fame. Like, he had game prior to it. He's got dude in suit sadomasochism game. That's what I'm hearing here. Anyway, Victoria's Secret couldn't keep you from Prince Po. Clever line, because he probably wants her to wear some while she's coming at it. Victoria's Secret was designed for his viewing pleasure, not her comfort. It's facts. Until about 2002 when some chick bought the company or whatever, and then they flipped up their marketing and became more lady-centric and started making like the new bras. They basically bought La Senza to get their bra technology. I worked there for a bit in the distribution center, but my cousin worked for like 10 years at La Senza. It was nuts. She can tell you all the stories. Anyway, OC comes through. He is fine. I don't have a lot to comment on his verse. It just fits. I like banging bodies up in a tree like a piñata. It's pretty hard.
Yep.
Many claim masculine, but sports garters. Who's the artist? Not anyway. It's fine. It just seems kind of standard. And Principal is back again, and it's just fine. Like, I don't have more to comment on it. I do like when he goes. Sorry, I do have more to comment. That elevates you like steps. He said that before. And our reps take steps. Bounce your ass through the hoods. Here's the goods. Ounce enough for you to bounce. Fair enough, man. He's got the good dank, but also the powerful tunes and gets the AR reps in the environment, trying to push their shit. Overall, I like the song, but I want to give it a better mark. But then there's like a minute of Q-Tip shouting out Burroughs, which I don't like. So 4.35 on 5.
All right.
Anyway, next one's called 3, 2, 1. 3 strikes and you're out, or maybe a 3-strike penalty system, which creates a life of stress and undue bullshit.
Yep.
Leading you to go to 2 tokes, because, but
you need more than one.
helps with the the stress of life. And then 1 time for your mind, because
You need to like meditate and have some time for yourself.
and the Buddha helps. What do you think of this tune?
I don't really have too much to say about it, but I like the beat. I thought Pharoah Monch's voice work was great on this one, as per usual. They're organized and they're making some sick music, kind of like the same message that we've already heard, and they are here to share it with you. It's what they do, and exactly like what you mentioned about the 3 strikes, 2 tokes, 1 time for the mind. Just that, and they repeat that over and over again, and it's just sort of like what they. I don't know, something that is important to them, I guess, and how they deal with it. And just kind of clap along to it. It's just kind of like that beat. So it's like a not so like happy topic, but like it's made to sound kind of like a little bit more joyful. So it's good. It's still well done. So I gave it a 4.25 on 5.
I think the first thing that stands out to me in this song is actually the beat again, and as much as I don't describe them a lot, they're extremely versatile, and this really interesting hybrid of gritty, dark shit like Distress, which is like the stressful side of this album, but then the Extinction Agenda is their like takeover, right? And I feel like, I don't know, the other half of it's like almost more with this sense of jubilee, like we fucking grinding, but we're gonna win.
Yeah.
And it's like, in real life, when you're in that moment, you'll watch all the tycoon dudes on YouTube, and they're all gonna say the same thing. Some days you just feel like shit. Some days you feel like $1,000,000, and it's true.
Well, that's the same for
And
anybody.
I feel like as you go through this project, you get that really big swing of hard songs to like, as in heavy, stressful shit, to like more, yo, we gonna make it through it kind of vibes. And I feel like this one is more of a let your hair down, chill out, and right away you feel like relaxed almost in a sense listening to this song compared to some of the other ones. And it's just easy. He flows in, Prince Poetry hypes him up, it's gonna be alright, like, you know what time it is, we gonna do it like this, check it out. And just like the whole intro creates this almost vibe of being at like a house party and everyone's just chilling and everyone's vibing, and then Pharoah Monch comes out and then shouts out Queens, Brooklyn, Bronx. Y'all heard what I felt about the boroughs. It's fine. I don't live there. I'm jealous. Guess what? The geography lottery is not in favor of Montreal and hip-hop. We are real good for metal, though. If you're in a metal band, come to Montreal. We are the Montreal version of hip-hop's New York. In some ways, it's not all of it, but like we're up there. We have people, apparently. Or at least our indie scene is thriving, is what I hear.
Yes.
Anyway. To my peeps uptown, clap your hands. It's 3 strikes, 2 tokes, 1 time for your mind. Anyways, dope. And then you go, surprise! You're like nobody can do this, but Pharoah Monch can do this. Huh? Open up your eyes when I rise. Huh? Found munch. I got skills for the wise. Dumb, deaf, blind. And I'm like, oh, this is good. Blind, because you know you're at huh, and then he has dumb coming through, doing those punch, creating the sense of closure for the bars. Ah. Anyway, he's got skills for the wise. Anyway, I'm flipping and ripping in style for the boys who want to get wild, for the young and old, the golden child. I be the man with the gift of the gab. And I'm like, just the way he says that line, like, it's like, wow, he really does have the gift of the gab. Like Santa. I'm like, wow, who the fuck compares themselves to Santa's ability to have gab? Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay. I see you found munch. That one took a second. I like that line now.
I hope it's not like little girl sitting on his lap.
I hope that it really is he's getting hoes. Anyway, catching stacks of beats from here to Atlanta. Different area codes. What you say, little weasel? Can't block the file if the style's cock diesel. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck he's going on about and the rest of it. I just like how he says it. Message to the critic. Get it when you rewind. Not always. I rewound it and then I ended up calling you gay. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't keep bringing that up. That is kind of what happened when because I'm a critic in the he said it was to me as a message, and so I rewound it and I listened to him.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that though, because I do believe it took in some cases 3 to 4 lessons for me to even start to really pay attention to the bars, because there's a lot of stuff happening with the way they deliver it, the excellence. So there's so many elements that you have to kind of adjust to before I believe you can really start to think about it. So it's a super fair point. And then maybe if you take 2 chokes one time for the mind, you'll feel a lot better about it. And then our Prince Poe comes through and he's flowing. Check who gets the wreck. It's me, Prince Poe. Alright, he gets the wreck. Old school flow and rolling thick with the ORGANIZ. And that's cool because the way he spells that out after saying old school flowing, which is really an old school move to do that kind of call chant spelly shit, that's dope, man. Peace to the pioneers that made a way for me to MC. Like, dog is shouting out the old timers in such a respectful way. That's fresh. And tear the roof off the mother brothers. Get it? Because you weren't allowed to really say motherfucker back then. So back on the underground, because we love you smother. No, I meant in the 80s. You couldn't. They would have done something like mother brother, instead of
right.
So I like that he did that, because that's like a nod to like the old days, like what he's doing. And whack MCs like gravy on chicken. I'm like, wait a second. Bonnie told me gravy's supposed to be on everything.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the whack MCs are bad, as is putting gravy on chicken bad? Is that what this bar is trying to represent here? Is he taking shots at gravy? Because I'm team,
sir.
The chicken does not need the gravy if the chicken is well made.
Yes, but it could also be enhanced by a little bit of gravy.
No. Sometimes the gravy just overshadows and masks the flavor of the chicken. It's like putting ketchup on a fucking good steak. You don't do it.
You put gravy.
Anyway, hope some of the homeless stay that our jams is kicking, sticking flavor in your grill piece. Anyway, it's fucking dope. It's fine. I don't have a lot more to say about this track except that I really enjoyed it. I feel like it stepped right back up into this fun flair of the album. It's got a real style to it, so I gave it a 4.5. But most importantly, how do y'all feel about like the gravy and the chicken thing? Y'all heard what we said. Where do you stand on this?
Understand that also we live in Quebec, which is like poutine capital, and so that's gravy on fries. And so like my whole life I was just like, gravy just needs to be on everything.
No,
and
I've also been to her mom's house, and they're just a little strange sometimes in some regards.
I'm not gonna disagree.
So keep it coming.
All right.
Sometimes I like to pretend that with all of the jazzy albums and sounds we've consumed, that maybe I like jazz. I hear shit like this, and I'm like, I respect jazz. I respect it the way people like respect like fancy wines and shit, and don't necessarily like get it or whatever. So I could feel the jarring nature of the timing on the rhythms and how impressive it was for them to lay down their flow on these rhythms and do it so smooth and perfect, and just the alive, almost live freestyle-esque nature of pretty much everything that's fucking flowing with that music. But damn, it took like 5 listens for me to even get past it. Like, I just kept listening, and I was like, we keep it coming. We keep it coming. Spark.l. And then I was like, why is it an L? Why do they call it an L? I never thought about that before. That was more interesting. And then anyway, we keep it coming. And then it's... and all the stuff's happening in the beat. And it's fucking flowing and shit. I'm like, this one, if you love this music... You know, with an attitude like Miles, you know, I get it. This is for a lot of people who love that shit. And in the vein of that shit, it's actually pretty fire. But it was like a huge stretch for me to like get past my own prejudices against the core sounds of this in terms of my dislike of it. But what do you think about this song?
I'm trying to find like an interesting, like an appropriate definition of an L.
There's a lot of L's.
But, yeah, there's a lot. I mean,
it's a long paper joint.
Referred to any rolled marijuana receptor.
I'm pretty sure it has to do with long papered ones or like blunts.
Generally a blunt can in a looser application, whatever the heck that means.
Alright, y'all can break down what an L is. Keep in mind we are in Quebec, and when they talk about a fucking 7 grams, they call it a set. Because the numéro 7 is 7 in French. And I didn't even know that wasn't that was only a Quebec thing. I found out at a certain point. Oh, quarters and eighths. And I'm like, yo, a set. And I'm like, oh, set comme en français. And I'm like, oh shit. So
you didn't even realize what you were saying.
Nah, because like you're here. You don't realize some of the slang doesn't exist. It's like you don't realize Americans don't put milk in bags. Anyway.
Yeah. So this one is very jazzy, and appropriately so, because they make reference to at the beginning and throughout Miles, and that would be Miles Davis, and that they, you know, keep it coming, like his attitude. And apparently there is a quote, so I looked it up to see like what was his attitude like. I wasn't sure. Also, another tangent. I went like searching for like Miles Davis records a few years ago. I was like, oh, I really want to get like, I don't really know much of his music. I would like to listen to some of his. And for some reason or another, no matter what, like Miles Davis like records, like, you know, vinyls, were so expensive. They were all so expensive, and I was like, what is going on? Like, and they were just crazy. So I was able to find like a cheaper one, you know, kind of like a best of, and so, you know, I listened to that. But yeah, for some reason, I don't know why, Miles Davis records are very expensive. But anyways, so back to the what his attitude was like, Miles Davis. I feel like I'm giving you a quick little biography on him. I don't know anything about him, so not really. So his quote is, anybody can play. The note is only 20%. The attitude of the motherfucker who plays it is 80%. So Miles Davis, your main man, said motherfucker, and it's all in the attitude. And Pharoah Monch definitely has that attitude, and so does Prince Po. So they definitely are there. They hit it, and whether or not they're always great, they give it to you. They give it all to you, and they give it to you in such fun and interesting ways. And I think that that's really important. Yeah, it's like it's for everything, I think.
I would agree with everything you said. This album is a testament to that.
Yeah. And, I mean, there's really not too much else that I wrote down besides that. Prince Po, you know, he smokes weed, and he kind of de-stresses in that way. That's something that he mentions. And, you know, like this, they can make thoughtful music. You know, they can kind of get into the zone, and, you know, they use that weed as sort of like an art lifting up space, you know, if that makes any sense. So it just makes them more creative, I guess I'm saying. So it's a good one, and it's definitely sort of a nice little tribute to someone that inspires them. So 4.35 on 5 for me.
I definitely had a lot of trouble listening to the words of this because I feel like the music is extremely overwhelming on this, and so it's fine. But overall, it's alright. Prince Po starts with, I be flipping the scripts, ripping through hoods, coming equipped, lifts up my lyrics, sipping 40s in a whip, organized, rise, raise up the level, surprise. And I was like, yeah, no, this isn't gonna be one of those songs that I have a whole lot to say. The bars are honestly not exceptionally like witty or clever. It's back to that delivery over the beat. It's so tight, and I don't think it's 4/4 timing. I think it's something else which makes it more impressive, because most motherfuckers can only fuck with 4/4 timing, meaning the standard click, 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 bar, click, 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 bar. Everybody can do that. But this is some weird shit like click, 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 click. Like one of those weird shits that's not standard. So that takes a real like feel, and I appreciate that. So the way they deliver it's beautiful. Like I love listening to it. Couldn't care less about the words on this one, to be honest. Especially with what the next track's about. Like the next 2 tracks give you a lot to talk about. This one was just kind of a little break, you know, a little palate cleanser, we can call it.
Yeah.
Feral Munch is fine. You know, stroll up the block, 4D dog, cock back in my knapsack is a Uzi Wop black. What's up? Spreading like malaria, but much scarier.
Malaria is kind of scary.
I was like, man, malaria is a lot scarier than a gun. To be fair, because a gun's quick. Malaria is going to be this weird, painful experience.
Yes.
Without a and plus it comes from mosquitoes. Listen, I was in Pakistan and we went to like this bookstore, and it was dark, so the lights were on and the mosquitoes were everywhere. We couldn't do it. We couldn't go in there, man. Everything, it's like malaria. Because we're talking about fucking Pakistan, where it's actually like I had to take malaria pills, and I wasn't 100 on taking them like I was supposed to. Like all the other shit was you shoot up before you go in, vaccinations and crap. And if you're one of those anti-vaxxer guys, I encourage you to go to another fucking country like that without shots. Go ahead and eat the food too. Tell me all about how science is bullshit then, when you can't get off the toilet for 2 days. It's facts.
I don't know if a vaccine helps you all that much with the diarrhea.
No,
but
there was part of that stuff that they gave. So here's the thing. There is some shit that they give you to eat like beforehand. You're supposed to take it like a week or so, and while you're there the first while, and it's almost like a daily pill. And I did take that shit. I was bad with the malaria one, but I was really good with the food one. And the difference was, my dude, he was Pakistani. He's like, I'm fucking brown. I don't need that shit. I'm like, okay. And then he got so sick on like the first day that we got there that he wouldn't let us eat, and it could keep him. I don't speak Urdu, so it's not like I had any fucking control in the shit that went down in my life over there. It was kind of a weird experience. I went with work, by the way. I got like a lot of money just to be there. Like it was I replaced my wardrobe. It was awesome. But like, anyway, so he got real fucking sick, and I got a little bit the shits one time. Like by comparison, he got sick.
In case you wanted to know.
And I got the shits one time. So like, yeah, there's shit. That slew of cocktail of medicines they hooked a brother up with that my company paid for, absolutely worth fucking doing. Otherwise, good fucking luck. You might get malaria or some shit. Oh, actually, no. Because you know why? Bill Gates fucking saved us from malaria. The guy that everyone hates for anti-vaxxers saved us from fucking malaria.
Yep.
Anyhow, it's fine. Then Feral Munch is horny and he wants to fuck, that's fine. I don't know. I didn't get a whole lot out of that. I like the end part when they're like both together on that third verse. Rush you like Russell, make you flip like Nipsey Wilson. Because apparently, what's his name? Russell Simmons was also known as Rush for Rush Management. Get it? Mm-hmm. And then, because there's a Nipsey Wilson and a Flip Wilson. So they flipped like Nipsey. I'm like, damn, you had to have Google or knew what the fuck they were talking about on that one. Alright, it sounds alright. It totally is less on my like top end of it. So I'm giving it a 4.35. Don't have a lot more else to say. But let's talk about
Stray Bullet.
When Eminem goes, I think it's time for them to hate me again. He fucking is jacking that Feral Munch flow on this track. I swear, I fucking played them back to back. I heard the Feral Munch do it the first time, and I'm like, Eminem did that. Like, it just bing, bing. I clicked it, because I knew it, and I knew it was from Relapse. And at first I thought it was a different track on it. It's Medicine Ball or whatever. It's like, I'm coming for you, little girl. Once inside, I shatter your world. Time for them to hate me again. Let's be more than that. Then it veers off, but I'm like, no shit. Eminem bit Feral Munch. That's facts. I don't see how it's not. That's a hook, right? That's not like, and you could call it a nod. Nah. The way Eminem did that, it sounds like he forgot that he heard the song, came up with it, and pulled it out. I'd call that an accidental bite. Because there was no credit.
Maybe.
There's no credit given then. There was no like, I mean, watch, there's going to be some interview. Somebody goes, and Eminem said Pheromone cited this. Fine. If that happened, fine. But he was fucking whatever. I know that I heard that, and I'm like, that is the closest thing to hearing Eminem bite a motherfucker I've ever heard in my life. I thought that was incredible because it was so glaring. It's such a hook, though. I'm coming for you. Like, it's such a hook the way he does it. Anyway.
Yep.
This came up before I gave you power. So that's fresh too, right?
Yep.
Like, let's just give it its props. This is a Bullet song. Follows the story of a bullet. Well, Pharoah Monch's verse follows the story of a bullet.
The Nas song I Gave You Power is more about a gun.
Okay,
And this is more about a bullet. So I'll just say that there is a difference.
A little difference. Sounds like Nas may have heard some Organized Konfusion and
Just
got
saying.
inspired.
Also from his hometown.
That's all I'm trying to say. But this is pretty clever. Like, let the trigger finger put the pressure to the mechanism, which gives response for the automatic bang. So he's going, bloop, and he's fucking pulling the trigger. Clip to release, projectiles in single file force for me to ignite and then travel through the barrel headed for the light. Then, okay, like, he goes into some serious levels of, like, extending this detail. It's fine. But it's also really poetic, right? Because it's not obvious, but it's pretty obvious. Like, it does take a couple seconds for you to click what's happening in this track. You know, and then he's, like, in this, like, meta way. Picture a crime scene, a slaughter, whatever. The results the results a stray bullet. Like, you just, this is what's gonna happen here. People who knew hit the ground and stay down, except for the kids who play on the playground. And then you're like, oh, what?
Classic,
Because for some little girl, she'll never see more than 6 years of life, trifling when she fell from the seesaw. But wait, my course isn't over. Eye roll. It was a little eye roll for me. I was like, come on, Pharoah Monch, I get what you're doing. But and it's true, right? It is entirely possible that the bullet tears through the little girl and keeps going because he's really trying to double down on it.
Yep.
But then his course isn't over. He ricochets off a red Range Rover and then past some guy's ass. He doesn't get shot, but it's basically all over Margaret's face.
Yep.
Just smashing it. So there's one bullet, tears through a little girl, bounces off a car, nearly clips a guy in the ass, and hits Margaret in the face. And fair enough. I love it. I love what they're doing with this track. It's really powerful, and it really hits hard. It's a little melodramatic, but I think that's why it works, because if they were less silly, I don't think it would really have the point it was trying to make. I mean, you could make this gritty and dark, but then it's just horrorcore. So by adding this level of the preposterousness to it, but then when you think about it, you're like, actually, yeah. Oh, actually, I could actually do that, it's pretty powerful. And then he kind of goes in, dash and buck and greet by fucking family. They follow behind me in an orderly fashion. So now it's the rest of the bullets coming through as they're blasting around. Fashion through flesh and wild, crashing through the doors of Project Hollis to deflect off the tiles. I'm coming for you, little. And then it's like, damn, that's like the bullet saying out like a horror villain coming to fucking clip them.
Yep.
It was very hard to listen to that. Once inside, I shatter your world. Whew. He's right. That is what happens when a bullet penetrates a little girl and she dies. Shatters the world. Swirl, no more dreams.
Whether or not if she died, it would still shatter her world.
Fair. No more dreams, no more hopes. When I spray, you better pray to the Pope or the Vatican before I go rat-a-tat-tat again. And I like how he does that because he's playing on that gangster rap nomenclature, trying to this is literally what you're advocating, dog. That's what he's saying here. This is one of the best, this is what you're advocating, dog, tracks that I ever fucking heard. I'm mad again. Brother, somebody's mother will be sad again. But whose blue skies will turn gray from the attack of the Mac 11? I'm a stray bullet. And what's crazy, I don't remember who it was. Somebody was looking at the recent fucking murder stats in places like Chicago, and so often the people who die are the stray bullet cats. It's like motherfuckers have no aim. Now, I'm not going to say it's particularly easy in drive-bys and shit like that to hit your target, but it just seems like at a stats level, right? Just data analysis. This isn't me trying to understand the moments and nuances of pulling a trigger in a moving vehicle or whatever circumstance you unload on. It is saying that metrically motherfuckers have no aim. Toronto has embarrassingly low stats. They have shot so many people with low fatalities, and I know it's preposterous to break it down, but it's almost embarrassingly bad how bad the people who wield guns are if the goal is to motherfucking kill people.
Yep.
Otherwise, what are you doing? You're just a terrorist. You're just shooting into a fucking crowd. You're no better than any other fucking terrorist, in my opinion. If you're just shooting wildly. Like, look, be coordinated, get good, or don't do it. Again, don't really live in the hood, don't understand it, but I'm not talking about no self-defense shit. This is a motherfucker he's describing. He pulls out a Mac 11 and sprays it across a park trying to intimidate a motherfucker over there. That dude's a terrorist.
Yeah.
That dude's not a fucking anything cool. Look, you do some shit with a sniper rifle, assassinations. You do the shit like where you cap a dude or you pull him off to the side and you clip the dude. Fair enough. You hit a 4-year-old girl, you fucked up. Don't even care how you want to spin that.
Yep.
Anyway, great balls of fire. I'm traveling at higher speeds to proceed to penetrate flesh. This is Prince Po kind of going through. I like the chorus too. Nobody seen shit, nobody heard it. Because that's what happens after, right? Nobody seen shit, nobody heard it.
Yep.
Anyway, it keeps it throwing. After splitting the chest of a queen's fiend, Age of Page is shredded to pieces from the Glock 9 and its hollow tips. And he kind of runs it through. And now it's up to the Master Boom, as just jumping ahead a bit, as it crash opened the doors. Thank me for spraying the operating room. The body will consume me. Doc had to remove me. So here it's like the bullets lodged in and they move on through. And now the doctor takes him out. You know, so peep the cops in the ghetto busting shots for props, and when I hit shit, bang, 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 soon he forgets me not. Cops tried to explain to his pops what I've done, so it's almost like now the cops using the same bullets to clip these people. Mm-hmm. These people, I shouldn't frame it like that. These people meaning the ones that are attacked by policemen. That's my definition. I flip up the hollow tipper, and I'm not the one, and as human, I'm the surprising one. Prince Po, I flow the ripper. And I'm like, why do you break the fourth wall like that on me, Prince Po? You didn't need to do that. You ruined the nuance and art of this track a little bit. Either way, you never ever know I'm coming. So he's a bullet. Okay, fine. Metamorphosizing, rising. He's going in on this. He really is a bullet.
Yep.
Condensed into a bullet, pull it, now I'm making moves with no sympathizing. Take a hit, sprint, bang. I'm like, he really did it. And then anyway, he just kind of, in my opinion, derails the song a little bit, but it's still great to listen to. It's still alright. He does bring it back, pop, pop, pop. You know, now they're in the club and more bullets come out and it keeps rolling it. I just didn't think he needed to break the fourth wall like that. I still give this a 5 on 5. I think it's a ridiculously interesting song for me to listen to. I think it's imaginative. And I genuinely think there wouldn't be a Nas I Gave You Power if this track didn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really cool. It's the beat is really great, right away. It's like kind of like ominous, like a little bit, like how it kind of comes in and kind of how it feels. Pheromone, again, awesome, as usual. You know, exactly what you said. A 6-year-old, dying because of this, and then hitting Margaret, and I think that there's like one guy who kind of like feels like all like big and tough, and but it's like the bullets, right? And then they're shooting bullets can like ricochet and like hit unintended people, such as an innocent child. And I wanted to mention, because like it's literally exactly what I'm reading about right now. This is Another Day in the Death of America, a chronicle of 10 short lives. So this is about 10 kids and teenagers who died in 24 hours, just randomly, just across the United States, and their story and what happened. And so, like that, it's just like ridiculous, like that guns can do that to children, and it just happens every single day. And this is unfortunately another example of that, and it sucks. And again, exactly, like there wouldn't be, or maybe there wouldn't be, I Gave You Power by Nas, which is it's very similar, the perspective of the gun and kind of how the way that it's told is interesting, because it definitely kind of feels similar to this. So yeah, it's just really interesting, and I think it also kills A 20-year-old mother is the one that in Prince Poe's verse who ends up killing because there's shots fired, in the club. And again, kind of like talks about like how, you can be mad, you can be pissed off, you can be angry for whatever reason, and you're going to shoot someone, and fine, if that's what you have to do, whatever. But like, you don't think about the consequences of that, of you missing, of you shooting more than once, and it hitting the car, and like hitting a kid that's walking on the sidewalk or whatever. Like, it's just kind of those things. It's like you're all big and tough until you do shit like that, and then it's like why did you need to do that? It's just like whatever. So anyways, it's a great track. They're both great on this. I love Pharoah Monch. He does, I love the way he does it. I love him. Every song is great. I give this a 4.75 on 5.
Yeah, I thought I gave it the 5. We already was there.
Yeah.
We changed the order. Look, I'm just trying to maintain.
I hear you.
This is like, again, this dreary, depressing, the monotony of life, I hate my job bullshit rolled into the sound of this song, while the words are like, we got this shit, we gonna make it, we gonna maintain. And I'm like, it's so interesting the way they add these juxtapositions of emotional states, and on that front I think they're true masters at that. It's really, really fucking well done.
Yeah.
What do you think of this last track on this album?
It's good. I mean, they're definitely not like sugarcoating anything. They're saying what they're really feeling and what life is really like for them, and things that they've experienced throughout the whole album. They're doing that, and it's relating to the album title and the cover and everything. It all kind of ties together. It is a stressful life, and these are examples of some of the things that cause that stress. And so it's just kind of talking about life is full of ups and downs, and you never know what's going to come at you, and you have to try your best to maintain or to improve. But I think that they're kind of experiencing the fact that it's hard to improve, just because of all of like the stresses and all of the discriminations that they face and everything else. I liked Prince Poe's lines. That's why I should be rapping and packing pistols on the bully, but blanks me, be stressing me, and I ain't paid in fully. I like that little ain't paid in full. I assume that was Eric B. and Rakim nod in that sense. And then we have like Pharoah Monch, and he's kind of saying like, he's in tears, and he feels a lot of pressure, and he has to make sure that he doesn't make any stupid decisions in his life, and he has to maintain, and he feels like he's always being watched, and everything he does is criticized by society, and everyone assumes the worst of him because he is a black man, simply for that, on top of everything else. I liked some of his lyrics, but I need a little bit of nourishment first. I stop at the store to quench my thirst. Why are they watching me buy my juice? Why must they clock me by my juice? Just give me my change and please put it into my hand. Man, would you listen to me if I didn't have a tan? All you have to do is show some decency, but you want to bring out the beast in me. Papa always told me, be all you can be and maintain, gotta maintain. So he's just trying to be the best that he can be, but in the meantime, you get angry, and you get offended that somebody thinks that you're trying to steal, and you're just like, yo, I'm just trying to live.
Okay,
and that's it.
Like, the guy that was at the dep next to my old crib, he's a crazy racist Chinese guy. When I know he's racist, I know it, because like black people would leave the store and he would turn to me and make comments where I'm like, I mean, basically, if you're white, you could have a tab. If you're black, your tab was a lot smaller. All that kind of shit. I'm saying the guy was very lovely to me, but he really didn't trust or like black people. Like, he just assumed any black person was gonna rob him. We're talking about a store in the hood, and it is entirely possible that in his experiences, most of the people who robbed him, just because of the demographic statistical majority of that neighborhood, were probably not white, because all the white kids were gentrifiers like me with salaries and shit, right? So you have this economic blend in an area that's being gentrified, and it creates this like this old school Chinese guy who was literally at Tiananmen Square, like biking away before the massacre started.
Oh shit.
Like, and I'm not justifying his racism. The dude's fucking racist, is what it is. But like, knowing that guy and hearing him say this is just like 2020 Canada.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the whole juice thing. It's just so. A lot of
Being
people go
watched
fancy with it, and this is one of those times where Frau Monch went with the absolute simplest shit ever. Like, I want some nourishment. Why are they watching me buy my juice? Why must they clock me buy my juice? I'm just buying juice. Like
he's not doing anything bad. He's just being a normal human
I'm trying
being.
to give you my money to buy juice. Like,
and so, like, that's, part of it. Like, just the stress of that, being, like, on, all black men, all black women, everybody, not everybody, but people of color, having to have like that kind of discrimination and questioning and suspicion, like that whole thing is just like why is that ingrained in people? So it's just like ridiculous. And also the fact that he talks about his father, because his father had just passed away right before this had happened. So, he's, following his father's advice, and he's trying to just, be the best that he can be. That's, probably why this album is so great. Probably because he was inspired because of that, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't know. It's really nice. It has a really nice beat. It's a little sad to end the album on my opinion, because that's where it ends, with like the father line and everything. But it's their honest reality, and I can't hate them for that. So I give this song a 4.25 on 5.
I thought it was, like I said, it was just brilliant. Like, artistically, it is a brilliant choice, because the message is shit's fucked up, which is kind of what's been presented throughout this album. But in the true spirit of what they bring to the table, but we're warriors and we can handle this shit. And I mean, that would be the way to put this down. And like, I don't know, I just feel from the beginning, I'm sitting at the edge of my bed and I'm fed up with negative thoughts running straight through my head. Like, it's just, who the fuck doesn't feel like that? I think everyone feels like that. I mean, maybe I'm just not the best person. I'm not the happiest person in life. I am one of those stressed out motherfuckers, if you catch my drift. But I like how he's like trying to get his life through, drop the fat LP in 91 of October. Now that I'm older and my mom and pops is gone, it's like, okay. It's like I wanted to get my dad some shit. He's gone. The album's out. Now it's like, okay, I kind of have to go do my shit. And he's like floating through the world with all like the dark shit that's going on. And it's whatever. But he can take pride and confidence in what he's done, what he's accomplished with their building, and I can relate to that. I mean, I don't really think behind that suit is a bragging, flossing point in the sense of I'm a famous YouTuber. Did it unlock a whole fuck ton of doors in my city's music scene for me? It really fucking did. It has effectively changed my life. So success is interesting, and everything can go bad, but the fact that you can build something, that you can almost take this pride in yourself, that through the world of it all you can channel your energies into something, I think is a powerful lesson to take from it. And all y'all watching this, if you ain't got some creative side hustle, that's not a side hustle, a creative side hustle where you build something, I highly recommend doing some shit like knitting or whatever. Why knitting? Because you can do that shit when you're watching TV anyway. But otherwise, like, find some whatever, something that's make something. Find a way to maintain better. I don't think I would maintain quite as well if we didn't have these outlets. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then I like just when Pheromone starts with that, and now it's been said, a grown man ain't supposed to cry, so why are there tears in my eyes? And that's a cool line just from let's say this is the opposite of all the criticisms of the immaturities and goofiness I presented on Far Munch. This is one of the most profoundly mature, and why the fuck don't we talk about it things ever.
And also, like, how depressing and sad life was, and, often can still be.
This is a thing for men to this day, right?
Yep.
You're not allowed to cry if you're
Boys
a man.
will be boys.
No, but you're not allowed to feel real emotions and shit. You're just supposed to bury it all down. Like, there's that meme that floated around. It's like, it's kind of sad that dudes don't know how to hug and that human contact's so sexualized, so they're just like living devoid of human contact. And I'm like, that is sad. That's some fucked up shit. That most of my human contact sexualized because I'm a dude and we don't fucking touch. I mean, maybe you're part of the groups of dudes that have like the two penises in the mouth kind of level of close. Fair enough. Fair enough, man. You see it a lot. There's porns and stuff, and I'm like, that's the thing.
What do you mean you see it a lot? I feel like you have to kind of be seeking it out. But I feel like it happens.
Well,
I don't see it a lot.
It's not that I like go out of my way to see it a lot, but the threesome thing. I meet dudes who's
okay.
like, yeah, man, we used to like run a train. I'm like, that's a little closer than I've ever been that comfortable. Because when I picture running a train, I don't know how you do it where you guys aren't touching each other in ways that are more, but even then, sexualized. It's not platonic anymore. It's not just like you can sit there and have two guys snuggle up. I don't really want to snuggle up with men. Why? Because I come from that era, but I'm also at that point where like my grandmother died and I didn't really cry. I'm like that fucking stoic with it now, and I'm like, because you are trained at work in corporate America.
Whereas I cry all the time. I cry, I see a puppy, and I'm like, oh, it's so cute.
Show her a baby aardvark video, she will literally start fucking, or anteaters, a baby anteater, and she'll start bawling her eyes out. It's fucking amazing. I'm not allowed to do it because she gets mad because it works every time. But like, I thought about that lyric a lot because, we're not allowed to cry or feel shit. You're not allowed to have that kind of a bad day, especially if you're an on-the-ground motherfucker, especially if you're working every day of your life and you're trying to put shit together, especially if people look up to you. You're just not allowed. So then why are there tears inside my eyes? And that's the thing, is we all still do it when nobody's looking. We're all having our moments. I read this book about this dude that was living a life that ended up resulting in his murder, and one of the key points is how he hid his emotions except for the small windows where people would see the true realm of the tears in his eyes and shit. I thought that was powerful. And then, it's fair. He kind of gets his clarity, runs through, and does the whole juice thing, and then it just kind of fades out. And you're like, wow, this is a very powerful way to end the album.
Yeah.
Over a very solemn beat that really just fits everything pretty flawlessly. So I'm giving this another 4.5 on 5, and I thought it was just a good closer.
Yeah.
Anyway, now we've talked about a lot of somber shit. I gave the album a 4.5 even. I wasn't sure if metrically it would be a classic, but regardless of what my grade said, and it is, anything in my world that's 4.5 and up, straight classic.
Yeah.
No dispute. This album, I think, will be interesting. Okay, it'll be dated as fuck, man, because it's talking about beepers and shit, but it'll be interesting as a sonic experience. Maybe it's because I was Googling Organized Konfusion, but lately I've been seeing memes everywhere and comments about how Pharrell Monch is real underrated. Prince Po does his thing too.
Yep.
But
I think the people that love them just love them so much, and like they want them to be listened to. And
but it's like,
why not?
When you sit there and listen to the people today talk about the vapid nature of hip-hop music, you're just like, yo, why don't you go throw on Organized Konfusion, Stress, the Extinction Agenda, and tell me that it's vapid, please? Because like you can try to tell me that a lot of these other more people's whatever, but this is a great example of clear to white people and not vapid. Because I think that's universally clear. Like, you don't maybe you do. Maybe I'm so far in the hip-hop lens that I'm seeing things that the average person who isn't so deep into hip-hop wouldn't see anymore. I take back my objectivity in that last statement. Anyway, I thought it was just such a great diverse array of sounds. The artistic talent of their vocal delivery outweighs the value of any rhymes or whatever. Just the way they deliver stuff is so good that it can't be said enough. It's truly interesting, and you can see how a lot of people definitely drew from what they brought to the table so early on. Considering what we've heard of was so early on, I don't think there was a whole lot that was quite so theatrical with it. There might have been,
yeah,
but quite so theatrical and concept albumy and juxtaposition soundy and all those things.
Jazzy.
Because like there's a lot of dudes later on that would do a lot of what they did, but I don't know how many did it before them. Of course there were. I'm not going to ever say anybody's the first to anything, because then some dude's going to pull it out and say, no, that's what's up. But I definitely think they really helped move the concept album along.
Yeah. I gave this a 4.37 on 5, so an 87%. I mean, I think it's a classic. There's definitely some great songs on here. I am happy to listen to this again. Like, if it comes on, I don't know if I'll necessarily pick some songs to maybe like keep in my like back pocket, but
It's not on Spotify. There's a low chance I'm gonna hear it anytime in the next while.
yeah. So like that's kind of the issue too. But yeah, I mean, Pharaoh Munch is fantastic. Because it's not on Spotify, go take the time to go listen to this. Go look it up on YouTube. The whole album is there, and enjoy. Just
It's
enjoy.
linked below, by the way. I linked the whole album. I always link to the album in the description.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's it. It's great.
Cool.
I love Pharaoh Munch.
Let's get into that sweaty point. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's showing through my clothes yet, but
It is getting hot.
thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all a lot, for real. Definitely looking forward to seeing your comments. We'll kind of a little chit chat. I do know that there was court cases that created samples, and when they did the whole redistributing of digital releases, all those cleared samples that were allowed for one thing weren't necessarily re-cleared for digital due to contract stipulations and shit. So yes, there was a whole second round of getting shit cleared that had to go down because the original contracts didn't actually include digital. It's so fucking crazy how nuanced the specific language came. Because keep in mind, the music industry is losing a fuck ton of money off of that shit. That shit being the end of CDs and Napsters. I digress. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. We got a live interview happening maybe yesterday or tomorrow, depending on when this video ends up going out. So thank y'all again. Special thanks to the patrons. This is Milga Dempsey, Chris Powder, Jonathan Barnes, DJ Black Hurricane, Linda Williams, and Scribbler does support what we do. Really, DJ Black Hurricane used his Patreon powers to request this. I make music myself. It's fucking hot. Live long and prosper, everybody.
Peace, guys.